As the nation awaits the COMELEC's decision on whether to disqualify presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos Jr. from the May elections, Commissioner Rowena Guanzon has since publicized her vote against the presidential candidate. This, however, led to various conflicting reactions from all sides. So let's get her side. We have with us this morning Commissioner Rowena Guanzon. She's joining us live via Zoom. Commissioner Guanzon, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Commissioner, let's start with Marcos Jr.'s absence. First and foremost, from his own disqualification hearing that was set on January 7. His doctor said that the candidate is in isolation, but last night, Director Paul Soriano tweeted on social media that Marcos Jr. was with him, including Mayor Sara Duterte, on January 8, and they were shooting an ad. What can you say about this?
Was that live or on video? I mean, if that's not just a picture, that means that he lied. And you know, if he lied, then he should explain. Is that on video? Who can attest to that? Who took that picture?
Commissioner, it was the director of the said ad that they were shooting, but we'll have to clarify and we'll get to that information whether it was a photo or a video taken. But with that scenario, can you tell us, would there be any liability perhaps on the part of Marcos Jr. and his doctor, given that they broke his supposed isolation just a day after the medical certificate was released?
Well, I need somebody to execute an affidavit if they have personal knowledge about that shoot or how they acquired those pictures, so I can subpoena Marcos Jr. For him to focus why he should not be held in contempt for lying to the commission. Okay,
let's move on to another topic, Commissioner. The delay on the ponencia by Commissioner Aimee Ferolino. Have you heard back from the commissioner after you sent her a memorandum to explain the delay?
No, but I gave her a deadline of Monday at noon.
And do you expect that this deadline would be met?
I don't know, but I told her already. I already said it on several interviews. You know, people are already suspecting or accusing us of taking a bribe to delay this resolution. That's why I came out with my vote. So if you were not given a bribe, and it has been more than 20 days, you should, Commissioner Ferolino should already release a resolution so that Commissioner Casquejo and I can vote on it before February 2 midnight. It's unfair to the voters that the Commission on Elections, it's never happened before, that the Ponente has hijacked her resolution until a presiding commissioner will retire and therefore defeat my vote to disqualify Marcos Jr.
With that being said, Commissioner, PFP, yes, General Counsel Attorney George Briones said that the COMELEC, quote, should not decide the case just because someone is retiring. Can we get your reaction on this?
This Briones is a unknown lawyer. He's never practiced law. He was living in his cave in Pilcoa for many years when I was a student in the College of Law. He's not a bright lawyer. In fact, he's kind of stupid to me. He should not be commenting on the case of his patron while the case is pending with me. Who cares about his opinion?
Ma'am, do you think Marcos Jr. can actually be able to run this May 2022? Given all these scenarios?
I will now decide that I am now going to issue a subpoena to Attorney Briones to appear before me on Wednesday and show cause why he should not be cited for contempt for interfering with this case and making comments about me, calling me narcissistic, while I am presiding commissioner of a case of his client and his patron. I will issue a subpoena tomorrow to Attorney George Briones, and he should better show his face there, or I will send him to Manila jail.
Commissioner, would like to ask also on a certain another topic. On COMELEC appointees, do you agree, Commissioner, that appointees should be publicly vetted?
Yes, I think also. And I think the JBC should, applicants should go through the JBC to have a thorough interview and review of their track record. Look at this Commissioner Ferolino. The reason why I gave her more allowance than the other commissioners is because she has never practiced law in the courts. So she has never filed pleadings in courts and written decisions. So I said, maybe this is the reason why she's slow. And then she gave me that excuse of her lawyer having COVID. My lawyers also had COVID. How come my decisions are still on time? If they have COVID, they're not the commissioner. We are the commissioners. We are responsible for it. We should be writing our own decisions. So I think the Judicial Bar Council should be the one vetting this interviewing. So those who have no practice in the court should be knocked out already in the shortlist. These are political appointees Commissioner Ferolino is a political appointee. If you look at her track record, she was an election assistant in Davao and studied law. When she passed the bar, she was promoted to election officer. When she was election officer, Andy Bautista wanted to suspend her because she lost some of her voters list, and I said no, you just fine her 6 months, which Andy did. She should have been suspended. If she was suspended, maybe it would have hurt her confirmation. But you see, because she has never practiced law in the courts, she has no judicial experience. That's the problem with political appointees who are not what do you call this, qualified in writing decisions. She was recommended strongly by a senator. That's why she was appointed and confirmed.
Understood, Commissioner. Now, on a lighter...
Let's focus on the resolution. I keep on saying, people were saying that I was bribed to hold to the late. So I disclosed my vote.
Yes.
Now, Commissioner Ferolino, I am asking her to release the resolution so that people will not say she was also bought. If she was not bought, she should release it already. It's been 20 days and more. How long do you need to write a resolution where all the facts are admitted anyway? By golly, it's a very simple case.
Commissioner, let me ask you, because you've been on both sides of the matter in one way or another with your vast experience. What do you think is holding Commissioner Ferolino back from releasing her ponencia?
I was also the ponente in the disqualification case of President Duterte, which I finished on time because it is a matter of national interest. That we resolve these cases because these are candidates for president. Hindi ito barangay captain, pwede mo patulugin dyan isang taon, okay lang, barangay captain lang yun Ito, candidate for president, patulugin mo dyan ng isang buwan, sobra isang buwan. What do you expect to happen? Siyempre, the people will go to the streets. The people will complain, di ba? If I were a Marcos royalist, I will also complain. Golly, if my candidate is going to be disqualified, better he's disqualified now so that we can substitute his wife rather than he's disqualified by the Supreme Court after the elections, even if he wins, and then he's removed from office. By golly, these people are not thinking. They're weak in the head.
Commissioner...
Mga pulpol, mga abogadong pulpol. Should not be practicing law. You do not know election law. You pretend that you know election law. You've never even gone to court. You attorney Briones, you. I challenged him to a fist fight in Iloilo Plaza and he did not reply. Challenged him to a debate and he backed out. What's the matter with you? You call me narcissistic, you think you get away with it? I will file a libel case against you in my city. And let's see how you will fare there in court, attorney?
Ma'am Rowena, on a lighter note, we just want to wrap up the interview because, we have very limited time. We'd like to ask if you may share with us your plans after your retirement. This is on February 2.
Me, I have plenty of plans. You know me, I'm a very busy woman. I am now writing my book on election law. Then I will renovate my parents' mausoleum. I will write my mother's biography. And then, well, I have plenty of time maybe to rest in a farm, play with my dogs, my nephew. I am so busy. But now that you have already made me angry, I'm going to put up billboards in Metro Manila after I retire that says, labanan ng mali, labanan ng masasama. Yan. Hindi ako kandidato pero maglalagay ako ng billboards dyan. I will spend my inheritance fighting you, Attorney Briones.
What it looks like, Ma'am, your work doesn't stop, but we definitely, or we certainly wish that you would be able to enjoy your retirement. Thank you, Ma'am, for...
Of course. I will enjoy my retirement fighting for what is right. Thank you very much. Thank you very
ma'am,
much.
for sharing with us your time and your insights. That's COMELEC Commissioner Rowena Guanzon.